It's okay.
But
It's
they
okay.
told me I was good enough, man.
I'm sure they think you. I'm sure they'll take you back one day. LeBron, he'll call for you. They need you. You're gonna be.
I don't. You're just saying that because you like me. That's all.
Liz,
Just to make me feel better.
Liz, the camera's on.
No, it's not. Stop.
It is.
Again? They did this again to us?
Keeps happening. Well, guys, hello, we're back. Liz was just having a moment of reflection.
What's reflection? About who? What do you even mean?
I don't know if you heard.
Who's EPG? I have never heard of that team.
There's something happening here. We got EPG versus Madjor Atendari. And you
Indeed
know what?
we do.
Highlights straight away. Our favorite one, Little Pleb for the side of Madjor Atendari.
Lil pleb, all right.
What
Does he mean Lil is a pleb or a lil pleb, like a little pleb? What does he mean here?
It depends if
That's the
LeBron's
question.
asking him and he wants LeBron to throw the game.
Maybe that's the secret agenda here. He's trying to make
He's
LeBron
trying to flatter
feel
LeBron.
good.
It's like, yeah, I think this guy's a pleb too.
That's it. But LeBron, man, he's not
pulling any punches here. They got the Ogre, the Necrophos.
They got the Ogre, they got the Necro. They didn't ban out the Pugna though, which is kind of scary.
And they still didn't ban out the Pugna, but they could pick it themselves. They don't care. They go for the Weaver.
They go for the Weaver.
But of course.
It's alright versus the Pugna, but still, I honestly think Pugna would be really good here already versus the Necro. It's a good pickup. It's a question, does this...
There, calm down.
Oh, look at their banner.
You finally noticed the high quality, top of the notch, #1 banner.
Ah, God, please.
MVP banner of the day goes to Madjor Atendari. They'll be hoping to attend a major just to show off that banner.
Dude, they're Bulgarians, so but that's basically your classic Bosnian singer as well, you know. But it's all the same stuff. Bulgarians are just the same. So I can imagine him with the microphone in his hand, just singing at someone's
birthday or
or wedding, most likely the wedding, you know. And then you give him money. You see how his shirt is very unbuttoned. You put the cash in there. that's what you do.
He erupts cash from the center.
Oh God! All right, they go for the Lich. What do you think? I mean,
I think they're hoping to erupt XP from their top lane.
Yeah, I mean overall Lich plus, let's say, I mean, Dark Willow plus Tiny are really potent and they should lane together, while you take the Lich +1 and then you lane versus the Necro plus Ogre, I suppose. If Ogre is even with the Necro. So basically you put this Lich on the safe lane to sap the experience, to be strong. They're basically a powerhouse in the laning stage. Has seen a lot of light recently. People have started picking him.
I think we typically see something along the lines of a Spectre pick up at this point when we see Lich. We see these heroes that you expect to lose a lane, so we went through phases. Okay, there's different phases to this Spectre phenomenon, right?
Yeah, there was first the Warlock, then the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to heal you up. Now I'm just going to make sure they have less XP if they deny you.
I'm just going to make sure something is going our way on that lane. And they go for the Nyx. I mean, basically this Nyx is, alright, we're going to let you pick Pugna, but if you do, we have the Nyx in store. So it's a smart pick. I love it. It's alright. This might be a 4 Nyx and a 5 Ogre. It also might be a 3 Nyx. That can happen too. So I'm wondering how they're gonna lane this. I mean, Mitch can definitely play Nyx. He's played it a lot. So can DNZ.
It's kind of interesting as well, because when you look at this right now, EPG have a lot of sustainment, right? The Necrophos with the heal, the natural regen on both Ogre and Nyx, the two highest.
And the Weaver is just elusive and hard to kill, unless Tiny jumps him, obviously. But Tiny does have to, he has to get to that point. Overall, I mean, we did see that Weaver struggle versus Dark Willow in the last game. I think it was not the last game, but one of our last games. So it can be hard, but we have to wait and see how this goes. The Ogre plus Weaver, though. The Bloodlust.
It's pretty strong.
It definitely buffs. It's one of those heroes that get buffed a lot by that Bloodlust.
Ooh, wow, that's one way to go about it. The good old classic combos, the Chrono plus the Chain Frost.
Yeah, this is good. I like it. It's a good way of catching Weaver. The problem with that is the long cooldowns. Basically, why Void is not picked so much is because he's basically forced to play around that long Chronosphere. Long cooldown, I mean, on the Chronosphere. So you catch the Weaver once, you don't have the Chronosphere when he gets back, and then he just takes Aegis, and then you chrono him, he has Aegis, he comes back, you lose the next fight. That's basically how teams play against Void. So
it's also the issue that EPG, their lineup in general, just like this Ogre pick, has layers to it, right? You've got stun upon stun, you've got elusiveness with the Ghost Shroud. Faceless Void, even if you catch the Weaver, if there's anyone nearby, you're not going to get any good use until you got a BKB. And you don't want to be rushing towards a BKB because you want to get your hands on maybe Mask of Madness, a Shadow Blade, these items.
Or whatever, something that's actually decent on you. You don't, like, most cores don't want to rush BKB. That's the fact.
There's a few that get away with it.
I mean, you want to live the life on the edge. You don't want to have to buy that BKB. You'd rather buy anything else. But sad fact is, you need it. It's basically an item that's a necessity. Some heroes, however, hate buying it. Void is not really one of those that he, like...
He's indifferent more than anything.
Yeah, a little bit. He does not love it, but it can come in handy, definitely.
You know, he's always looking and going, well, this slot here could have been a damage. Well, I say he's looking, he can't look, but he's mind looking and going, this slot right here could have been a damage item.
It could have been anything but that BKB, right? It could have been Necros. Like you use those Necros in the chrono and they hit those little.
And then afterwards realize
you know that they hit in the chrono.
They do.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Some insights, guys. Necro Faceless Void.
I might have just made this up though.
All right, you're gonna
the
be proven
Mantis
wrong
hit
later.
as well. You know.
Oh
like
yeah, the Mantis definitely. That's definite.
Look, let's call the Necros as well.
One I haven't seen yet. I imagine it does work. Is if Morphling morphs into Faceless Void
and then moves in the chrono.
Yeah, he should be able to theoretically.
I guess he should. Yeah, would make sense.
But what if a Rubik steals?
Imagine you chrono Morphling just as he's morphing into you, and then he just starts running in circles in the chrono.
Cue the Benny Hill theme too. We're gonna be here all night.
Catch him.
Oh, wait, now we're going full Fury Craft. What if you have a Rubik that steals Chrono, but then you become the Rubik while he's got Chrono stolen? Because if you're able to do it as a Faceless Void, the logic shouldn't be that you need the Chrono.
Yeah.
Because
well, it all depends on how Rubik is coded, and I don't think that he's coded to be able to walk into Chrono, because if you obviously,
but he can with Chrono.
He can if he has the Chrono, right? So he's coded that he can move if he has the Chrono. Now the question is, does he use the morph on the Rubik before or after he stole that Chrono? I suppose if you use it after he stole that Chrono, you also gain the ability to move.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah,
because if it gets stored as a temporary... See, this is my area of expertise. If it gets stored as a temp variable,
yeah,
then
basically.
potentially.
That's what I...
But this is the Valve code base. It's basically just a bunch of spaghetti slapped in a little paper box, sweating, oozing out all the juices of 7.2. Not quite here yet. So you never know.
We're basically that, you know, like Reddit posting before the patch.
We're basically Reddit right now.
We're basically, yeah, that's it.
Flaming the spaghetti code.
An Alchemist, all right.
All right, this isn't a 10th pick out. This is the 9th pick out. So Elements can immediately counterpick this.
Yeah, I mean, the 9th pick Alch is still strong. However, if they put Lich plus Alchemist, that would be really good. But they can counter it. There's that little TA that they could perhaps pick for Borania. He's a really decent TA player.
We have seen it quite effective. Also, the thing is, you look at these heroes, they're not bad against the Alch. The Nyx Assassin, beautiful against the Alch.
Yeah, we saw that today already once, didn't we? Nyx Assassin and Weaver actually in that same game. Necro and Ogre were also there, however, on the... we see the Clinks instead.
Oh, hello. Well, this is interesting because... I mean, this is bold. After the Faceless Void pick, you basically just said,
exactly.
Chrono me.
Yeah, like it's one of those heroes that just dies in Chronosphere. So same like Weaver. So you have these two cores that are very susceptible to these Chrono kills, but at the same time, if you position them properly, it shouldn't be a problem. And I'm just interested. I'm just interested as this Borania Clinks is most likely going to be mid, and if that Clinks is mid, like how well is he going to fare versus Alchemist? He should be fine. Like Clinks, in theory, you have the range. You are kind of squishy versus the Acid, but you shouldn't be really feeling threatened there. Do you put Lich with Alchemist? What do you do then?
I mean, that's kind of the thing that we typically see, that you pick Clinks after you see a ranged hero come out, because the kill potential is insanely high, because you go super deep, you strafe, they can't fight you. We see against things like Lina all the time, and it kills Linas very easily, actually, which is a surprise to people. But against melee heroes, they're always going to be able to hit into you. The Alchemist is a little bit more of a conundrum, but if you're standing in the middle of acid spray and he's punching you...
Yeah, it hurts. It definitely hurts, but then you can always juke because you're ranged and he's not. There's that aspect to it as well. It's not super easy to juke as the mid lane has been narrowed down, right? And the towers are close, so you can't really... You can't be as aggressive as you used to be, but I think Blinks should still have an edge there. And also, like, from some inside knowledge, Burania loves Alchemist, he plays it. And then you have this Klinks, which most likely he called for it. He's the last pick. Basically, they saved the 10th pick for him. And usually how it works with him, you just ask him what do you like versus your matchup that also fits our team composition. And if he asked for that Klinks, he must know something, right?
It's definitely going to be interesting. It's the type of hero that does want to always be on the hunt, and of course Alchemist always wants to be on the farm. So if you take out those towers early...
You have the Nyx and the Klinks hunting...
On the prowl.
Yeah, on the prowl all the time, just invis inside your jungle searching for kills.
You know what, Liz? I think we're going to see a lot of sentries coming out.
I hope.
I hope for their sake, because that Alch needs protection.
You have the Weaver as well. Weaver, Klinks, Nyx... Team Invis coming through.
Wow, there's no Mirana here, but
and Ricky from that last.
But there is a beautiful. Is that's definitely the ancient we're looking at. I think.
that's the ancient.
Yeah,
that's the heart of the ancient right there.
That's the thing that these heroes want to thrust their hands into and rip out.
Have fun,
glory.
How
There's no good luck coming out, and this is
how kind though.
So I've heard two ways this has gone. The argument of good luck, right? Some people say, why would I give luck to my opponents? And then other people go, they need the luck.
Look at this. Look at this. Like, he's going and using this Quelling Blade on mid. He actually ate the trees so that ward can give more information. I really like this, and I have to say that I don't see enough players that go Quelling Blade first on mid heroes. I don't see them utilizing this. Like, with that Quelling Blade, when you move to mid, you can do so much. You can eat the trees to the right, so you can see the ganks coming from the from the ancients. You can also eat the trees to the left so that your ward can spot more. I think it's an underutilized tool. Overall, are we going to see any fights here? Void is kind of just running around. LeBron with his little fat-ass Ogre Magi sitting on the rune, not really caring. Look at him. Look at him.
He's got his Stout Shield. Nothing is going to bother him in the world.
Stout Shield Mango. 2.8 region, 8 armor.
Reasonable hero. Very reasonable.
Very reasonable. Doesn't have a single cure in his world.
Void got forced in the Time Walk level 1, which means he's probably going to get pummeled in the face a lot harder to begin with. There's that ward we did see coming out as they decided they snuck it in via the ancient spot. But look at the creep block. This is about even, so not too bad, especially for little pleb.
Yeah, the thing is they have this high ground vision, and because of that, Burani is going to be able to harass him even on the high ground like that. So you can't really just hide onto the high ground and move away. However, that high ground vision as well comes in handy for the Alchemist.
Have you seen those odds? No one believes in Madjor Atendari here. Apparently EPG, this is a solid deal.
You guys don't know the EPG that I do.
Whoa!
That's when I played in them. That's when I played with them, though. It's different. It's different when I played with them.
You're claiming responsibility yourself.
Yeah, it's on me. It's on me. There.
Failed player becomes successful caster. That's the new story we're spinning here. Oof. Oof.
Shots fired, man. Alright, we see our Oshkata and Tam Sme Power on this bottom lane. We see them missing the last hits, and on the top lane, we also see the Tiny missing the last hits. At least the Alchemist is getting some, so that's kind of good.
This is the last hit cast. As you can see here clearly, he's missed another. Oh no, look at the mid lane, Lil Pleb, he's doing it.
Lil Pleb. Finally.
Not the littlest pleb ever. He's got 7 last hits. This is not a bad start for an out.
I mean, he's doing fine. The thing is, Burania has 1 full wave advantage, so he's gonna catch up. He's gonna be ahead very soon. My bad. Yeah, it's your bad.
I was gonna say the bot lane, like it feels like actually the side of Atendari have literally no kill potential here.
No kill potential and no farm potential as they have 2 last hits on Void.
It's looking a little bit grim.
1 last hit per minute. He misses that one. Not looking great. I mean, DNZ is really messing with them. He's up front, in Void's face, and you look at that.
I mean, it's a sustainment. How do you deal with it? You're always time walking immediately defensively.
Can he do it? He can't.
No, he can't. He can't get... In fairness to him, Necrophos is a hard bloody hitting hero.
Yeah, and he goes up close to the creeps. He uses his He uses his pulse to mess with you, and he also damages you with that. The Alchemist is actually going to have this rune. Like, people have complained about the minute 2 double damage rune. It can
be decisive.
Yeah, it basically can decide. It's not going to decide this lane versus the Clinks, I think. It's definitely going to help Alchemist, but in some situations, it can definitely win you the lane.
But in a way, really does that not decide that lane for him?
Tiny.
Viren in the top lane, the Fire Blast's going to come out, the Gemnate's there. Can they actually finish off the kill? It's going to be close. No. But he'll live. He'll get away. He's burning up, but not enough.
Yeah, we were kind of sidestepped backwards. He didn't want to go into the Tiny because he saw the sticks. So he kind of calculated that if he manages to use those sticks on time, there's no kill potential. So
he done math. Good job.
He done the math. No NA math in EPG.
No, this is CIS EU math. Yes. Okay, superior.
Yeah, they don't, like in CIS, they don't call them, I feel bad for EPG. In CIS, they don't acknowledge them as their team. You know, because they're all basically from Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia.
Oh, first blood actually occurs. Mitch gets it, but meanwhile in the mid lane there's a run down as well as Lil Pleb dies. 2 kills.
Yeah, you don't really expect Void to die here, but...
I mean, it just whittles you down. Eventually you run out of regen and you either risk last hitting or you die.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a lane which is, I mean, very hard for them. They don't have any kill potential here as Lich and Void. They can just do this, what they're doing so far, and that's sit back and watch Mitch farm.
Slightly grim tidings. I mean, you gotta look right now. You gotta go, okay, what is going well for Madjor Atendari? The Tiny's not doing too bad on the farm, but the Weaver's matching it. And the issue here is the kill potential. When's it gonna be there, and who are you gonna kill? Viren, the problem with hunting the Clinks is Clinks is always hunting. It's this type of hero that's either hitting towers or hitting heroes.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we have the Clinks and the DNZ on mid. They are looking to kill Lil Pleb once more.
They're going to go for it. Impale's there. They'll be able to go work. Piranha does use the strafe, and Lil Pleb, he's dead a second time.
Yeah, they really did not... They didn't have to use a lot to kill him there. Just the Nyx rotation. And
Viren's dead.
Tiny.
There's no escape. The tower's hitting him as well. LeBron just going to stand here. Stun comes out. Going to force Dark Will to actually use the Shadow Realm.
Oh, over.
LeBron skirting life and death there.
Yeah, you see, like... I don't know, Tiny had sticks there. Maybe he could have survived a bit longer. He had 6 sticks.
You can survive longer, but I think he knows he's done
he
there.
Probably dies. Yeah, he probably dies there regardless. Oh, and gets the...
Actually, Darkula, she might be dead here.
She might be.
Steals the rune as well, but he may pay the price. Mana burned up to make sure he can't frost armor himself. Not that it will matter.
Right. Lich is gonna fall.
He's like, this is easy. Death Pulse gonna come out.
Mitch gets the Lich.
Nailed it.
Mitch kills the Lich. At the same time, Dark Willow survives top because she did have that Shadow Realm coming off cooldown, so she just moved to that other realm and ran away. Mid lane though, Alchemist being doubled by Clinks on the CS, and Void, well, he actually cashed up a little bit. He does have 18 CS versus Mitch's 24, so it's not that bad for him. However,
he's just shy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. When we look at him, he misses last. When we don't, he's just a little bit camera shy. That's all it is.
Definitely camera shy. That's what it is. Don't look at him anymore, please. Stop it. Let him farm.
Look at the Radiant jungle. Oh,
bot
lane Nemo. Power, is he dead? One more tap will do it. He gets a salve out. He'll be fine. But
don't look at him. Let him live. Just let him live.
If we look there directly, the proper camera would be trouble. Swift ending. They don't actually hit the Bramble Maze. And now Viren, he's going to fall for it. The toss comes out. The Swift ending is nowhere near the Shadow Realm. Gotta get him close, not close enough. And now LFT's in trouble. Who'll turn around and try and fight this out. The Shikuchi comes out and Swift ending lives.
And just dies there as well. And that's it. I think that LFT is like looking for team. I don't think that's the part of his nickname.
It is. It's ENLFT.
ENLFT.
4. That's the whole name. He's really going full on the advertisement here.
All right.
Mitch, gonna be deep here. Hoshikata? He's done. There's no way out of this at all. The salve coming out for Mitch confidently under the tower. There's the Death Pulse, and see you later, Lich. Meanwhile, Power has to retreat.
That's how much he believes in that team, by the way. He's looking for a team.
He's selling himself to LeBron mid-game.
That's it. A little pleb, love at the LFT. Please pick me up, EPG.
Big fan. Love your work. Looking stronks in Na'Vi. Please let me join.
Here we go. Some farm.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, these are the best creeps that he can find in the jungle because of the
extra gold.
Extra gold, yeah, from the passive.
But
you get a lot from these little.
One thing we didn't highlight is look what's right next to him. Vision. Dire has already been through this jungle and they've warded it.
They see everything. They haven't rotated, but I suppose Nyx is gonna rotate very soon now.
I think it's more about Klink's open up the map. As soon as he sees that he's in the jungle, he's like, okay, this is tower hitting time, and this will be fast.
What he can do is first go into the jungle to eat the creep, and that's what we are seeing right now. Eat the creep, go back either mid to take down that tower, or go for the Alchemist. He can do either thing. Like, as Nyx is there, he might go for the Alchemist first, actually.
No. Right, hit up with the Avalanche, will tank it all, turns around, gets the Fire Blast and the Ignite out. Earning his name as he shoots and scores, and now Viren might be chased down, Swift ending. He's going to dive this, it's worth it as well.
He should.
For it. No, he gets scared last moment. The Bramble Maze scared him off from LSC.
At the same time, bottom lane, there's some action happening. Nope.
Oh, no, there's a chase going on here. Piranha, he came hunting. He says, Lich, easiest kill of my life. And Oshkada, I think he knows how this story ends.
Yeah, he does have that armor up, so it's not really easy. It's not the easiest kill ever.
There's Piranha hanging in the jungle. Meanwhile on top, the diving tower, Swift ending going to be hit up by the Cursed Crown, but they can't actually tackle him. LFT still just being harassed out by LeBron. They might just dive him there. There we go, Bloodlust up, it says party time. Decides to, come on Swift.
I don't
just
know,
once.
like right?
He can do this every time, and instead he abandons LeBron and leaves him behind. The swarm comes out now, maybe it was a bait, but the paw's coming out from Klinks.
Man, poor LeBron being abandoned by Lil, now by Swift ending as well.
There's a pattern happening here. Feels bad for LeBron. You know what this is? This is actually what the pause was.
Swift ending reveals. This is why everyone abandons LeBron.
No longer Lil reveals.
No longer Lil reveals.
Swift ending? No, he gets the kill. He gets Cursed Crowned up, and now time lapse. He says, okay, LT, you still got the swarm one. You go down. Lil Pleb's showing up as well. But he won't be able to do anything against
He's going to farm a bit, so... Oh,
Swift ending, he wants it. Oh, no.
Didn't get
he didn't attack quick enough. Meanwhile, in the jungle, they found the void. He's going to time us away just in time.
Last second.
Time walk to safety, but barely. One more tap is all they needed.
He can't go on DNZ. I mean...
He can. He's going to do it. The Chrono comes out. He says, Spike Carapace committed. Your mistake, buddy. But needs some help. The Curse Crown's going to be there. The bash. He can't get the impale out. DNZ, come on. He does die. But that was a Chrono committed for the post 4.
It is, but still you get something. You're on the board. I mean, you're losing so hard. So overall, it's not the best kill with that Chrono. Definitely, you either want to use it on the Klink or the Weaver right now, as you can't really kill the Necro. But at least you get someone.
You know, people are going to be like, oh, Liz, what are you talking about? Oh, bias towards EPG, hoping to get back in. You know, they're not winning that much. It's only a 4K lead. But please, keep in mind, this is a 4K lead, and your opponents have the out.
Yeah. And look at this. Like, we were just...
Swift's like, I'm going to take this last hit, and you know it. You know what's coming. There it is. Shikuchi, thank you very much.
The question is he going to get the bounty or not? That's the true question.
He needs to get it. Can he get it? No, he can't. Now the toss going to come out, the Avalanche as well, but Swift ending says, fine, I'll go for a kill on you instead. The time-lapse used as well to offset the damage, but Duckwillow might be an easier morsel to eat into here. There's the stuns coming out. They'll stand their ground. LT taking a lot of damage. Can they get him? There's the Shikuchi and the Cursed Crown, while Invis doesn't matter. LeBron being chased onto, won't man in the back lane. Oshkada, Impale comes through, and he knows his fate is sealed. LeBron is still, they're still going for him.
They can't get him. Like, he's too tanky. He doesn't have boots, but he's just way too tanky with the stout, raindrops, and sticks. The player that we haven't really touched upon at all, like this Necro on the offlane, I mean, he's just dominating. He's on top of the network. It's Mitch, basically.
I mean, it's a Necro pick. Come on.
I mean, yes, but if you let the Necro dominate you this hard on offlane, how do you deal with him later on? Look at him. He has that hood. It's like you have to commit Chrono or at least the Lich ultis and somehow get him. I like the hood. I think Yules this game would be really good for him as well because of the Dark Willow. It messes up with her combo completely. But the hood is also decent versus her. So I like the hood definitely. The hood bracer is a good way to itemize here. But overall, this Mitch Necro is right now it's unstoppable. And the problem is, like, look at this. They're already under.
Yeah. They have the Cypher as well. Lich, say bye-bye here.
There's
but only 31 seconds on the sideline. The Chrono has veiled the Curse Crown coming out. Meanwhile, on the top, found a kill. Lil Pleb is dead. That's the important one. They'll happily trade the Necropods for this, and it looks like they're happy. No! He gets the big one down with the Ghost Shroud. Mitch refusing to die that easily. He should still fall. But the question is, can he take someone when the Death Pulse is coming out? It's not enough. They'll still get him.
They get him. The Dark Willow, yeah, with that ultimate.
That took a long time.
Yeah, Padland was, I mean, at least they didn't use the Chrono. It did take a lot of time, but they didn't use the Chrono, which is an upside. A small zero lining there.
The downside is they just lost the last tier 1, and this is where pressure mounts because your Alchemist, he's not self-sustained. Well. He died solo to the Clinks. He's not self-sustained at this point.
I mean,
and you just took the tier 1s out of the equation this early. Where does he farm?
Did we remind me again during the draft? Did we maybe mention an item called the Sentry Ward? Maybe just right. We talked about that.
Yeah, we did. It was mentioned somewhat.
How many does Radiant have on the map, please?
Only 2.
2? Where's the second one? I see one. There's one.
There's one at the tower, and then there's one at the river.
At the river. All right. So 2. Okay.
But it's like they don't have any money. Look at the Lich's net worth right now.
Oh, what's that Sentry doing tier 2 there? I just noticed.
Oh wait, they got 3
now.
They put down another one.
Yeah. All right. They're improving. They're listening to us. Oh, no.
But they can't afford it. That's the problem.
You can.
This
You're a
Lich does not have boots.
Well, who cares? You're a Lich. All you need is sticks. You go around, eat creeps, and plant wards. That's it.
EPG are planning to eat heroes here. Viren, he's pincered in. He doesn't even know it yet. But he's going to find out. They're getting ready. They're waiting for the creep wave, and they're going.
What about
set up? Meanwhile, in the mid, Alk just disappears. Baranya strikes again, and Tiny, they're going on him now in the bot lane. Mitch hit up with the curse crown. He just died here last time. Tiny's going to fall in the top in the meantime, as a swarm on him means he cannot deal with the issues. And Mitch goes Shroud up. 1. Trying to stay alive here. Dodges out the Bramble Maze. They have got the Terrorize, but they see no use. They finally throw out the Chrono, accepting that's the fact. But Baranya, he's moving across. The Impale does get dodged out by Power. The damage there, Power, he dies before he can actually use the Time Walk. They'll get the kill on the Mitch, but not before they lose Power.
I mean, Void didn't even get experience for Mitch there, which is very sad. He used the Chrono and still he died without getting a kill. I mean, they did get the kill, but after Matt, after he died, so it's not really great.
Lil Pleb wants to be careful.
I mean,
he'll feel he can TP anywhere because of Chemical Rage, but he has to be seriously careful with these guys.
Having 800 gold, without the relic, without the recipe, 14 minutes in, it's not great.
It's grim.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't really... the way EPG has played is they won their offlane, and then they were... it was very simple for their supports to rotate around and catch this Alchemist anywhere he was, like just follow him around. But I don't think Madjor Atendari, they haven't really reacted to that very well. Like, they aren't really playing the Alchemist game. They're basically putting him in a position in which they say, yeah, fend for yourself, do whatever, we're going to create some space. But kind of have to play around him. Right now they are kind of doing it, which is better, but still.
Well, they have no choice.
It's maybe a bit too late.
They don't really have any kill potential with the Void right now with the Chrono on cooldown. They immediately have to default to protecting the Alk. And actually Baranya and of course the Nyx, they're both on the hunt.
Yeah, the Baranya has Diffusal now as well, so he can pretty much solo him. It's looking really good for EPG. They've played this game so well so far.
He's going to push out as well. Alk wants farm. Alk, you're a naughty boy for wanting this as well. You may pay a price. They move in the Diffusals there, and Lil Pleb will use the Chemical Rage, and when Matt is dead.
I mean, if there was Terrorize, and if he used it the same millisecond Baranya goes on that Alchemist, maybe Alchemist survives. You know what the worst?
Ask.
Yeah, the worst. That's like almost impossible to do. And the worst part is he just died before minute 15, and they took all the bounties. So he benefits like 0% from that minute 15 bounty spawn.
And look at this. This is the biggest problem. EPG, they are just playing them like a fiddle right now. Major Atendari have to go wherever EPG are. There's no ulterior motive. There's no move elsewhere on the map. Yep.
I mean, it's hard, right? When you're this in front, as EPG is right now, you're dictating the tempo, and that's how it works.
Viren, Avalanche coming in, toss back means he misses the Terrorize. Mistakes made, and now the Swarm coming out, the double impale. The Chain Frost will not even bounce as he dodges it out beautifully, and now they're going to go work. Get rid of Weaver, though. They get him. They'll chase on the DNZ. He's a little bit too tanky. Baranya thinking about moving in, but 4 heroes is too much. The Chrono is available, they won't throw it out.
That toss.
That toss almost cost them so much.
The first toss on the Weaver wasn't good, but it did. I mean, the toss was good, the Terrorize wasn't, I think, because they needed the toss back so that the Lich can be close enough to use his ultimate. In the end, they do get Swift, and yeah, they are dictating the pace of the game, but at the same time, there are ways that they can die.
I mean, just for a crap ton of gold.
He fed them a lot there, and I mean, most importantly, this Alchemist can kind of crawl out of his hiding spot and go farm a bit deeper. He knows this area is safe
for like a minute.
It's a bit safer now. I really like the Darius Wars, though. They aren't being rewarded at all.
Uh-oh, Baranya found Viren. Below half HP, that's rule 1 against Clinks. Do not do that. And now Lil Pleb might stun himself up. He's looking for the target. They throw down sentries everywhere, but Baranya, he is out. Scot-free.
Yeah, the Clinks is just way too fast with that Shadow Walk. It's very hard to catch him. Mitch hasn't left bottom so far though, and
this is his life.
Yeah, this is the bottom lane life. He gets that tower now as well, and now he can rotate elsewhere, and that's what he's doing. He has the blink, by the way. We haven't really discussed about that at all. Like the blink, why is it good? Is because you can jump in and use sight as an initiating tool. You can reposition yourself as well. It's easier to dodge void with it, but overall, I don't know, not really the fan of it right now, at least.
I don't think he needs it. He's more or less the front line in these pushes,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So if he was tanky, right, like if he had a Lotus instead of this blink right now, I think it would.
Oh, look at this rotation from the high ground. They're coming in, they see Mitch, they want this kill. Smoked up, Power does have the chrono, catches on the 2, goes around the Necro, but he needs a lot more damage than this. He needs to terrorize everything to ensure that he can't get the Ghost Rat out. They throw out the Chain Frost as well. He will fall, but that was a very expensive investment for 1 kill.
So, I mean, it is a big kill though. They do get that Mitch.
It is, but look at top straight away. They're like, okay, Chrono's down, we don't care anymore. Avalanche coming out. This would be a good one if they can find LeBron, but no. Diffuser out, Varanya going to work. No mana left on Tiny and no time to live. He's dead already. The Venom's going to come out, but they're too fast. Curse Crown catching on the 2, but the damage tank between them means they don't care. They're going to turn around LFT. 2 more taps will do it. The miss chance uphill means that they need to be free.
He's really fast.
Yeah, he's ready to go. LFT, Shadow Realm coming off cooldown. He should be able to escape this. He's slowed though. They got the Diffusal. Varanya says, okay, no, we can chase this still. They'll turn around, they'll find the kill onto LeBron, but they trade it for a kill to LFT, and now Oshkata, 2 more hits, he would be gone. The whole time, look at the top lanes, Weaver, he just had focus. He knew what he needed to do. He needed to hit buildings non-stop.
And hit buildings he did. Just focus that tier 2, didn't even think about coming here. I mean, Varanya is making so much space here, and Swift now is rotating as well.
These are defensive Chemical Rages as well, that's the big problem. Spike Carapace, they're just going to keep harassing him here. No chrono means they don't care. Swarm comes out. Power needs to get rid of it on him. Lil Pleb might want to be careful.
Here comes
Moving across. The stun is going to force it onto Lil Pleb himself.
Here, did you see that blink? So worth it. You can blink.
See, you can blink away from danger.
I mean, he wasn't in any danger there. They don't have chrono overall, so he should be fine. He should have been fine either way. But overall, yeah, I can get it. Like he can catch that Alchemist before he uses the ultimate or something like that, so it's all right.
This should be the final tower fallen, by the way. EPG, they're stacked already. They know which tower to focus. They're not split anymore.
I mean, if you're Alchemist right now, just go to their jungle. It's not worth it. They have no vision there. If you find yourself in a position like this one as Alchemist, you just sack your base and you go completely deep inside of their jungle until you at least have that Radiance. Because you are not, I mean, you are not farming in your own jungle. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna run you down every single time.
Baranya, he's hunting. They're all hiding in the tree line, and this means that your Auk is once again not farm. Swift end and move forward. LT stunned up, gonna try and do enough damage here. Does get the shadow around. There's the use of the scythe, they'll get the kill. Power down, and now they're gonna power on through. The toss coming out, the Avalanche, the Chain Frost bounce, and Piranha needs to get invis just in time, but they see him perfectly in the dust. Stun up, he should fall here, he's still trying to run, it's gonna be close. No! The dust won't slow him down enough, and Swift ending. Just can't from the backline and turn it around. They'll kill him off. Auk is down. Double kill for Piranha. They bait them in perfectly.
How did this happen? I mean, so unfortunate, because Tiny had 1 second off of that cooldown. 1 second cooldown on the toss. If he had it, the Lynx would have died. But still, you got team wiped. It doesn't really matter that you would have killed that Lynx because everyone else is dead. I mean, I love how I love how they position, like hid in the woods. And I mean, if that's some other hero, that's fine. Like you're baiting, you're trying to set up some fight in which that hero that's hiding in the woods is gonna contribute to. But it's an Alchemist. He does not contribute. Not right now, at least.
I mean, he threw a stun.
Really? He threw a stun?
Bedlam going out on Weaver. The fear, is it going to last long enough? Yes, it will with the Avalanche. They'll get the kill. Once again, Swift ending being a little bit too greedy and pays the price. They're on the hunt. They want to try and put the kill to Necrophos, but the blink away. There you go. There's the use of the blink coming out.
There you go. I mean, overall, what a hero, Dark Willow. Like, you're so far behind, 8 to 26, and you still managed to solo their carry. Truth be told, that carry is the Weaver, and the Willow is really strong versus him, so there's that. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, it's quite a squishy carry, so you don't mind. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, DNC has just been pushing in the whole
with the Meteor Hammer. Why not? I mean, I like the Nyx Meteor Hammer. It's good, right? You initiate with Vendetta, you stun, and after that, you have time to actually use the Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, and if they turn around to stun you, then there's enough time for your team to just respond.
Yeah.
It's pretty beautiful.
It's not bad. 2.8 duration time, and channel duration is 2.5 seconds, so you have 0.3 seconds of leeway.
It's also, even if they do stun you in return, Spike Carapace, they'll stun them again. It's more or less the same effects if you hit the Hammer and the Chrono's going to come in. They found Weaver. They got on LeBron first, though. They'll turn around finding the Weaver because they don't have the control on them. There's the Avalanche toss in the air. Be enough damage to kill him off. LeBron turns around the stun. Baranya thinking about going in, but thinks twice, as Lil Pleb does turn up as well to stun himself in the face.
He's there at least.
He's like,
DNC is there though, and Baranya as well. They might...
If they find him.
Yeah, I mean...
Mitch does have the blink, but the creep wave's pushing in, so he can't sneak past.
Maybe they'll find Void. Oh, they found Ledge first.
Yeah, found Oshikata. Lil Pleb about to stun himself again. He's really living up to his name right now.
I mean, they could go for Void, but they don't have Strafe on Ledge, so because of that, they decide not to. The Ledge kill is not as good, but it's alright, it's decent. I mean, Weaver has died now twice in a row, and EPG are throwing this a little bit, not too hard, but they have to respect the Dark Willow and the Chronosphere. Basically, that's
weird.
all.
It's like, it's not because they're being too aggressive, right? It's that they're not being aggressive enough. It's like, if you think about how they had Madjor Atendari in a headlock for so long.
Yeah.
Now they're calming down, they're moving back, they're recollecting. And as a result, EPG, they're making these slip-ups because they're not forcing mistakes out of Atendari.
Yep. They are kind of moving in twos, like at max, Nyx and Clinks, and Weaver plus Augur, which doesn't really work versus Chronosphere.
But and Second Life?
Second Life definitely works versus Chrono. Because this is what we were talking about. You Chrono someone, you kill him, but what that does is, like, it's 120 seconds cooldown or something, so... You
basically open the floodgate. Yeah. Like, hello, come on in.
Yeah, basically we don't have Chrono. When they have no Chrono, you can do whatever you want to.
Oh, top?
Oh, there we go.
Goodbye, Lil Pleb. That's the move they were looking for, and that's the entry kill that they need.
Yeah, I mean, no acid now to defend the high ground, if they even decide to go for high ground.
You know what we need? Okay, this is the next level strategy, is to utilize the Chrono from Void. You get a blink on the Dark Willow and Bedlam blink in. There you go. Next level. It's like a mini Sand King epicenter. Or
you just get a Shadow Blade or a blink on Void. that works as well, but alright. I understand what you mean.
You're trying to amp the damage up, trying to get value there. You got to do the combo. Oh, Avalanche toss coming in, terrorized. Baranya down half HP. The Chrono catching on the two though.
Oh, it's gonna lich ulti.
You have to.
Lich ulti is back.
It's going back because of Lotus. Whoopsie daisy. A lot of damage done here. They only pop the Aegis, and now they have no Chrono to defend their base. Baranya says, fine. Take it from me. I'll keep hitting buildings. I'll blink in. Mitch, Zyfe. Not enough. LFT will be fine. The toss going to come in. Mitch jumps the gun. He's got the Lotus coming out. Going to return the Cursed Crown here, so stun up the Willow as well. But Lil Pleb is back and alive, ready to defend his base with his defensive Chemical Rage. He does have the Relic now, but still no Radiance. They may have held. It looks like EPG don't want to go in.
Dude, it's minute 25 almost. 24, 34, and he does not have that Radiance.
He almost has that Radiance.
He almost has it. He's gonna get it. I believe in you, Alchemist. You can do it. Overall, I mean, 20,000.
It's an 18k net worth lead for EPG against an Alchemist.
And
they haven't taken any of the interior buildings
all
of
their cores, every single one of their cores is ahead of Alchemist, which is...
in the 10k region. And Nyx almost has more gold. Oh, Negrophos is going to have a little bit less gold as they find him. The Avalanche actually gets fluffed and misses Mitch. He'll move forward to stun turnaround. Maybe they can go to Viren. He's down to half HP. Baranya going to work power. Going to get him low. He dies off. No. And they still have not killed this Necro. LeBron turns around. LFT stunned up and dead.
Up. Just disappears.
Baranya says, hello, more, let's go. Oshikata, where are you running off to? Skeleton walk forward? You're a silly little boy. You're not getting out of here in one piece.
The jokes. Oh, look at it.
This is a simple juke. How long can it work? Not long enough. Oshikata still falls.
Damn, he tried to juke him around the trees, but Baranya with the
Give me the high-depth analysis on this one-way juke.
Yeah, of course. We need the in-depth analysis.
Can we get action replay with Doodle?
Yeah. Can you draw a little bit around those trees to explain it?
1-2 turnaround. The Avalanche very defensive. There's a buyback on the Lich. He has the Chain Frost. Problem is, Mitch has a Lotus Orb. Good luck not having that cast and return to you.
Yeah, it's very hard to kill anyone. Whoever you Chrono, you Lotus Orb him, and after that, it's very hard to use any of the spells onto him. So, even like Willow, if you want to use the Cursed Crown, it's gonna go on you, and if you want to use Lich ulti, it's gonna go back on you. So it's...
He done it!
He did it?
He got the Radiance! 26-minute Radiance for the Alk.
Clappa for the Alchemist. I actually feel bad for him, but still, it's an achievement. Nice.
That's actually the latest Radiance I have seen in months, actually. That
you have sinned?
Rough.
You have sinned in months?
Yeah, sin in months. Sinned. Sinned.
All right.
Sinned, are we?
All right.
Why are we talking about sin? He already lost.
All right.
We don't need to go into it more. All right, they got the Chrono. This is a prime time to look for a target. I say that, Alk would like to farm, but he's going to have to farm heroes.
I mean, you bet.
Wait, no, this could be the perfect bait, because like a little pleb, he just got his Alk just got his Radiance. He wants to farm, let's kill him. But the stun coming out, moving forward. Uh-oh, Sender goes down. Stun from LeBron means he's fine, though. But look to move away. The Curse Crown's going to be there. Swarm hitting on Alk. Needs to get rid of that first before he thinks about aggressive. The Chrono's going to come out and found Weaver again. But he's pretty tanky. The Terrorize going to be there. The Chain Frost as well. Can he run away? It bounces across the creep with the Avalanche to toss on the back foot. The Fear is still hitting on the Nyx. DNZ is going to run. LeBron left behind, though. Glimmer Cape to keep him alive. The Dust Reveal. Nice Impale, though. Hitting forward on the Alchemist. LeBron turns around with the stuns. They're thinking about it. They are running away so damn fast here. The stuns, they're bounced back with the lowers.
No, I don't want you, sir.
LFT getting low. LeBron is still
At
alive.
the same time, Piranha, though, taking your axes.
Yeah, he's bouncing through your base, and LeBron is living the whole time. The Willow, not so much. The toss will finally end him, but the sight from the back foot means they find a kill in the little pleb. And your base is in peril, and you are just dancing around the Radiant jungle of EPG.
Man, that whole fight, I was just watching the minimap and how Piranha is slowly getting there. Slowly. As soon as he got onto the high ground and we got the camera, the tower is already gone. Like, it's already done. That's how strong Klinks is versus towers with that strafe. Overall, though, very well played by EPG, just baiting them. That Chrono was good onto the Weaver. It was perfect almost. It was unfortunate for them that they saw those creeps, so the bounces didn't go between heroes, it went between the creeps, but overall, I mean, now you don't have that Chrono. Yeah, now you don't have that Chrono. Now it's even more difficult to defend.
I mean, all I can say is that Glimmer Cape, the amount of time that bought for them, the Klinks to just do that in the first place. And now with no Chrono, they're knocking on your door. What's your response? Vera needs to go in. There's the Avalanche, and now the Chain Frost come through. The BKB on Swift Enemy means he stands ground. The time that's back to up to full HP. Doing a lot of damage here, trying to drop DNZ, but he's still alive. He'll finally pop. But Power, he's going to go pop too. No escape for him, and a Swift Ending, he's chasing on through. Mitch moving forward, looking for the kill on Oshkada. One more tap needed. The toss to buy a little bit of time, but it won't buy any time for Vera, and he falls. Triple kill for Swift Ending, and they're on their last legs. They have no racks left and one hero up, and this looks like this might be it. Nyx with the buyback says, why are they not GG'd out yet? We want this.
I mean,
and
who's going to stop them?
Lil
Here we go, Lil Pleb with Radiance, let's go.
Little chance for Lil Pleb, let's burn him up, see what we can do. The stuns are going to come out, the Swarm is there,
Pleb.
the Impale, he is donezo, dead and gone for 50 seconds. That's more than long enough for EPG to burn out the rest of your base.
Void didn't even bother to buy back that whole time he had it, so...
He bought back now, the Chrono coming out, this is a big move. Klinks, he's outside it though, no! Void can't do anything, and that will be game as they GG tap out.
What a cinematic Chronosphere.
What a beautifully, our cameraman is on point there with the Chrono for maximum dramatic impact.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say it straight away because I don't even want to wear this one. LeBron MVP, just for that Glimmer Cape play alone.
The Glimmer Cape.
What you got now?
Lil Pleb. We mean Lil Pleb, not Lil the player.
Oh yeah, Lil Pleb.
We mean Lil Pleb the alchemist, of course.
He got juked for so long, you know.
Lil Pleb, you're basically a pleb right now. I mean, you've grown. You're no longer a Lil Pleb with that 26 minutes radiance. I mean,
26 minutes.
I mean, it's been a rough game. I'm being too harsh on the alchemist. They've really played their game very well versus an alchemist. As EPG, they have trained the alchemist pick themselves, and they know what works really good versus him. And because of that, it was very simple for them to properly just execute and win the game. The way Nyx rotated early on, warded behind the tier 1, caught that alchemist with the first gank, then just partnered up with his buddy in crime, Klinks, and just chased him and murdered him time after time after time. So
there was a worrying gap for a moment where Weaver and Ogre were on a different wavelength to what the Klinks and Nyx were doing. But eventually,
they were trying a bit too hard to make stuff happen themselves as well when they didn't have a lot to work with. However, we see Na'Vi versus EPG.
Na'Vi versus EPG, it rhymes. What more could you want for an upper bracket decider for Group B? And I mean,
amazing game ahead of us.
That's the final game of today. Yeah. You know that? Like, we got one more left.
Just one?
Just for today.
Just one little tiny game feels bad, man.
We get 6 more best of ones. But, I mean, let's not think about tomorrow. We need to think about today. Na'Vi versus EPG. The team that you chant for a lot versus the team that people would have chanted for you when you were on. That's a tough choice. Na'Vi. There's a secret Na'Vi fanboy in the room. But before we get to that, we're going to head to a break. It shouldn't be long before we're back with Na'Vi versus EPG. You want to stay tuned for it. You don't want to miss it.